What amazes me, yes, it improves your body, but it also improves your mind.
When I started lifting weights 18 months ago alongside my parents who are in their 80s, I thought we'd build some muscle, get stronger, and we really hoped it would help improve my mum's osteoporosis and the severe muscle loss in her back. But we didn't just build muscle, we ended up rebuilding so much more, because strength training doesn't just work on muscles. It sends signals throughout the entire body, affecting our bones, our heart, our brain, our metabolism, even our skin. So today I wanted to share every major benefit we've experienced as a family and the fascinating science that helps explain why. The first change we saw, particularly for my parents, was our range of motion. Before being able to take on the 4 weighted lifts we now routinely do, the deadlift, bench press, overhead press, and the squat, we had to work on the flexibility to be able to do them. For my parents, that meant learning to squat to a depth much lower than they were used to. My dad even made my mum a 16-inch wooden box to make sure she could squat to the right depth and have something to support her if she needed it. And for the overhead press, they had to practice with very low weights, just getting that motion right so they were able to fully extend their arms above their heads, which was really difficult to begin with because it's a movement we rarely use in our day-to-day lives. And once they improved the range of motion, they were able to add more and more weight as the weeks passed to increase the challenge to their muscles. Now, talking of muscles, that brings me to the most obvious change. When people think about strength training, they often think about the big guys in the gym working on their physiques, but muscles do so much more. In fact, it turns out they're one of the biggest and most under-recognized drivers of healthy aging. They are the engine that powers almost everything we do. And one of the biggest changes for all 3 of us has simply been becoming more capable. My dad can deadlift well over 90 kilos, over 200 pounds. He bench presses over 50 kilos. And he is just all round strong and able. He's got the capabilities of a man decades younger. My mum has gone from struggling to walk unsupported to walking unaided and at speed for well over 10 minutes, as well as lifting over 45 kilos or 100 pounds from the floor. She's also bench pressing just under 60 pounds right now, 26.5 kilos, and she looks strong, let me tell you. Her arms are toned and she's just a way more robust person. As for me, well, I've become the strongest I've ever been in my 50s. And the science here is simple. Our muscles just respond to the work we ask them to do, no matter our age. If you're new here and you want to get more of the background, I will link to our 1-year update in the description, which summarizes everything along with some other recent episodes below so you can catch up on the full story. But in short, my mum Rhoda was diagnosed with osteoporosis in her 60s, and my dad Michael was slowing down after hernia repair surgery. That all changed in January 2025 when we began training with a barbell. We live in Scotland, but my parents are coached online by Chris Rees, a doctor of physical therapy and head coach with Starting Strength Cincinnati. And Starting Strength gyms are supporting our journey as a sponsor of Rebuilding Mum and Dad, helping us bring you these regular episodes. We chose Starting Strength because their approach centers on progressive loading with a barbell, working multiple muscle groups at once, which is one of the most effective ways to build muscle and improve bone density. Using a barbell and rack plus a mixture of heavier and micro weights meant we could start light and add load very gradually and carefully, sometimes by only a kilo or even less each week. And this has been key to helping my parents rebuild safely and steadily. Starting Strength gyms have locations across the US and offer online coaching anywhere in the world. If you'd like to get stronger or help someone you love do the same, you'll find information in the description below. And while the impact of the barbell on our lives has been really powerful, the big magic happened in the moments between the gym sessions when its full benefits unfolded. The next big one is for our bones. For my dad and I, this has gone unmeasured, but my mum has seen proof that strength training is improving her bone density. After just 1 year of training, a DEXA scan showed her spinal bone density had increased by almost 7% compared with a scan taken 5 years earlier. Bones aren't just scaffolding, they're living tissue. Every time we place healthy stress through them, special bone building cells are stimulated to lay down more bone. From here, the benefits really began to surprise us. And one of the most life-changing aspects has been my mum's reduction in pain. Before, when you got out of a car, by the time you got into a shop, you were out of breath. And now,
All I wanted to do there was find a seat, somewhere to sit. I'd had enough. What amazes me about these exercises is, yes, it improves your body, but it also improves your mind,
Yeah,
your attitude to life.
yeah.
I'm creeping towards 84 now. In my mind, 84-year-olds don't do these things.
No, I know. Well, they do now.
Everyday things, every day in life, I'm hit by this fact. Gosh, I can do that and I'm 84.
I know, and there's no reason for it to stop because you're building muscle all the time. There's no reason for you to not be able to do these things anymore because you're not letting it decline.
It just blows my mind.
Can I try something with you? Do you remember that shot that you hate of you trying to hold your hands above your head on the very first day
Yeah.
that we did? Could you try and raise your hands above your head just now? I didn't tell you.
Watch me letting you down, Betty.
No. Well, that looks a heck of a lot stronger. You couldn't, you know, what a difference. You raised them really quick. You were struggling to, you know, they were inching up. Oh, hang on. Let's see you do it. Hey! That's fast as anything, isn't it? Now my mum doesn't have to rely on painkillers to get through the day. Everyday jobs that once exhausted her feel manageable. And I've had a huge change too. A massive benefit has been to my pelvic floor. After giving birth to my second son, I was diagnosed with a stage 2 rectal prolapse called a rectocell. I thought I'd just have to live with the back pain and the horrible dragging sensations, but in building my core strength, I created a much stronger support system. And now I can honestly say I'm symptom free, which is incredible. And we know that as well as strengthening muscles, resistance training improves joint stability too, by strengthening the muscles that protect them. And that means in many cases, the problem isn't actually weak joints, it's the weak support. And how about our movement and mobility? Well, as I said, when we began, Mum could only walk unsupported for about 30 seconds. Then it became 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes. And on holiday recently, she enjoyed strolls through large shopping malls and along the seafront with only a cane to support her rather than the upright walker she used to have to take with her. And another big benefit we've all experienced is an increase in power. Strength is how much force you can produce. Power is how quickly you can produce it. Power helps us respond more quickly, including catching ourselves if we trip. And my dad is now moving much faster, as is my mum, but he surprises fellow shoppers as they watch him jogging up the escalators and upstairs. Not something you often see an 82-year-old doing, but because we're progressively lifting heavier weights, everything feels quicker and easier because we're getting stronger and we're getting more powerful. Then there's the wider health benefits. Muscle is one of the body's biggest metabolic organs, with studies showing it impacts almost every aspect of our health, including helping us regulate our blood sugar. And my parents certainly appear healthier. I can say I definitely feel healthier. And for my dad, after 1 year of strength training, he saw an improvement in his heart health with his systolic blood pressure, that measures the force of blood when your heart beats, and it has come down significantly. And then there's the brain. Many of you have commented that since we started the series, my mum seems brighter, more expressive and more vibrant. We've noticed it too. And research suggests resistance training increases blood flow to the brain and protects brain cells as we get older. And could strength training really make a difference to our skin? Well, just within the past couple of weeks, my mum pointed out that she doesn't seem to suffer from purpura marks anymore.
Remember I used to get red?
Oh yes, you used to get
like veins leaking.
Oh, the purpura, the mark. You don't get that anymore.
Well, I haven't had them for a long time.
That's extraordinary because that's skin strengthening, which muscle has been shown to do scientifically.
I just
No,
I've been
you
looking.
always had them. You always had something somewhere.
There was always something somewhere.
And research shows that resistance training does trigger changes that help repair your skin by increasing dermal thickness and boosting collagen production. And it's a reminder that healthy skin is also about the health of the body underneath. Lastly, the greatest benefit, and that is confidence. By rebuilding strength, you start to trust your body again. My mum no longer automatically thinks, I can't do that. And my dad tackles jobs without worrying. Confidence changes behavior and behaviour changes lives. And ageing isn't about accepting decline. It's about continuing to give our bodies a reason to stay strong. And if you want to explore our programme in more detail, then over on my website, honest.scot, you'll find an article setting it all out for you. And when you're there, you can scroll down to the bottom of any page and sign up to my monthly newsletter, and I will send you all the links to my latest content so you never miss out. And for behind the scenes vlogs and more updates on our strength journey, you'll also find a link below this episode to join our channel as a member. But for now, stay strong and thanks for being here today.